this word. So anyhow, but I'm not the one who had to send up kites in the yard. It was JP from Sacramaniacs. And he's trying to throw me under the bus. JP, in the midst of all this, happens to actually make his way to Corcoran Shoe. He finally transferred to Corcoran Shoe and is now getting a head start with Aryan Brotherhood, telling them about this hit, telling them how Powder is the one who actually put the green light on. Powder is the one who did this. I mean, he's just totally smutting up my name to the max. And I already knew this, and me and Knuckles knew this, and we already assumed this. So basically what happened is, due to my blunder and my mistake, my belly, we got ourselves a slicer, and he sliced me on my badge, and we just got busy in the cell, and we boxed it up for like 3 or 4 rounds. And this was Knuckles' order. That way we clean our own backyard, and once our validation is official, we can get down to Corcoran Shoe, and we'll go ahead and handle this dude JP, handle this dude Flint, or to anybody who wanted to throw me under the bus or give us bad instructions on these kids with shotgun coolers. So
get your ass up, nigga.
We're just waiting. We're just waiting. He's going back and forth from court due to the stabbing that he did in High Desert. So as soon as my validation package is cleared, I'm on my way. First thing, smoking to the shoe. I'm looking for JP. I'm looking for Slam. I'm looking for anybody who had any type of dealings with that information being relayed to me. And we're selling up, and we're going to handle our business. And I'm like 26 years old, determined, ready to take down whoever's in my way. Period. So I made an agreement with Knuckles. Whoever gets to the shoe first, whoever gets near these guys first, whether it was me or him, was going to be the very first ones to make our way into the cell with either Slim or JP or whoever wanted to take that responsibility.
What the fuck?
So unfortunately, I'm officially validated now. They got me on 6 points with the Aryan Brotherhood. So now I am officially validated as an Aryan Brotherhood associate. Not as a member, but as an associate. And I don't get a bus ticket to Corcoran Shoe. I get a bus ticket to Tehachapi Shoe, which is way out of the way. So,
reset. Run through.
I'm not the one who's going to be landing in Corcoran Shoe where JP is, and where Slim is, and I hit Tehachapi Shoe. Well, right after that, Knuckles makes his way to Corcoran Shoe. And at Corcoran Shoe at that time, I had my homeboy Fat Pat from P9 who was there. I had my homeboy Vandal from P9 who was there. I had my homeboy Faith from P9 who was there. My homeboy Whiskey from P9 who was there. My homeboy Knuckles, my homeboy Slugger, my homeboy Sluggo from P9. They're all at Corcoran Shoe, and they want to know who the fuck just put a bad cloud over Powder's head. And since I didn't land in that shoe, all of them are willing to sell up with these dudes. So that's what happened.
Get your ass up, bitch.
Pat tried to call Slam inside the cell to deal with this. Well, Slam on his way over to sell up with my homeboy Pat, he got spooked. And he told the cops that he couldn't go in that cell. And he checked in. Well, the next person is JP. And since the word actually originated from Slim, the politicking was over.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
So this dude Slim, he got spooky scared because, let me give you a little rundown on my boy Fat Pat from P9. That dude is like been around forever and been around AB on the main line, and he's probably one of the most treacherous dudes I've ever met from the squad or in prison or life in general. That's for real. So basically, the walls closed in on Slam for shooting out like premature words, and then someone getting stabbed behind his premature words. So anyhow, I'm in Tehachapi Shoe now, and Knuckles finally made his way back from court from that case. He ended up signing like 8 years, got some love, and made his way back to Corcoran Shoe.
Thank you.
I'm in Tehachapi Shoe, and I'm by myself, and I'm validated.
Yeah, retard.
I'm on B yard. getting
Where'd you go,
established
bitch?
right there.
She's
and
dragging.
Not knowing who I'm going to get
Get up.
Celly. I'm trying to see who's around me, who's got the yard, what's going on. I've never been to Tehachapi Shoe. I'm 26 years old, validated, and I'm stuck there permanently. And my mindset at that time was, it's not the politics, trying to earn my way up the ladder. I'm in direct contact with the fellas in Corcoran Shoe, so I'm about to see who's who and what's what right here in Tehachapi Shoe on B-Yard. So I get kites around, you know, and I let everybody know that I'm here. I just touched
Reset it.
down. Who's in
Grab it.
charge? I get a kite from a dude named Kevlar from TCF. Never heard of the dude. His crew, TCF, they got like one big homie from the Aryan Brotherhood named Supper, and that's the only way they were actually like put on the map. So I get a kite from Kevlar, and he's saying that he has blessings for Tehachapi Shoe, and these blessings were given to him by Aryan Brotherhood Chuck Sherwin, which happens to be a friend and a former P9 member of ours, and we know him personally. And Kevlar saying this dude gave him authority for this prison, which we know is a damn lie, because Chuck is a federal inmate, and federal inmates do not have any type of authority in state prisons in California. It's just the way it works. Aryan Brotherhood does not let federal inmates control or have any authority in the state, period. So Kevlar gets at me and he's like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm doing things right here, Brother Chuck, and this is how things are going to be. Well, me, I'm turned up at this stage, and I just tell him straight up, like, look, bro, sit down. You're not running nothing anymore. I'm in direct contact. If you don't like it, we can sell up. We can do this however you want, whichever way you want. I'm not tripping. Anyhow, I get word. I send word to Corcoran Shoe, and I'm like, okay, what's the deal here? Who's legitimately in charge of this shoe, and who am I supposed to obey, and what's going on? Let me know what's up. So I get word.
Get up,
word
retard.
from Big Homeboy Whiskey at that time, and meanwhile, as I'm getting this word, my older homeboy Elephant just shows up, validated. He's an Aztec in Tehachapi Shoe, telling me to move him in so that we can be sailed up. And when you're a P9, you can pull a P9 card, which means like, okay, dude, like, I know that you're living with someone and you're comfortable, but however, I'm pulling the P9 card, but you have to move in. And that's what Elephant did. And he basically had me pull him over, and now me and Elephant are sellies. And Elephant, let me give a little description of Elephant, man. He's a white supremacist billboard. I mean, he's tatted from head to toe. He's got the Nazi warbird on the back of his head, PDS across his throat, portraits of Hitler. I mean, this dude is like legitimately the poster child, and he's my older homeboy, and he's a friend of mine, and we're real close, and now we're sellies. And
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And I explained to him that this dude Kevlar is now saying that he is in control, and I'm in the process of stepping him completely.
And that's where you fucked up.
Direct contact. And it just
That is exactly where you fucked up.
Cordless will rise. Anybody who knows Cordless knows that he's the man. Like, he's got the gang for P9. I mean, he's been around forever. He's the lead singer of a punk rock band called the Drum from Huntington Beach. I mean, this boy is just like, you know, UFC trained. I mean, a complete badass. And he just shows up at the Tehachapi Shoe. And if you don't know how to get a hold of Cordless, you'll never know how to get a hold of him, because he keeps his circle tight. And I became a part of his circle. And I'm like 26 years old, even though I'm P9, he doesn't never really like met me personally or anything of that nature. So he shows up, he's on B-Yard, and he immediately is given that prison. It's handed over him directly, so I see firsthand the authority of this dude. And me and Elephant, we're getting orders from him to set up shop, which means we need to set up communication immediately to get, we have proper communication that is afloat, and that way everybody can stay on the same page, period. Now, Cordless is fair. He doesn't play He will give you a pass if it's necessary. However, he is not afraid to crack the whip if he has to. It's just the way it is sometimes. So we let him know about Kevlar, and we let him know how Kevlar is saying he has authority under false pretense, and he gets ordered by Corliss that he has no more dealings within the wood pile, and he is now on a need-to-know basis.
Goddamn crackers.
He is not involved, unless we feel he's involved, and that's just the way it is. So, in the shoe, man, I'm sitting here with my older homeboy, Elephant, and, you know, now we are officially in charge of D-Yard, and there's a lot of activity that's coming off of these main lines. People bringing dope, people bringing kites.
Okay, I'm gonna kill you.
Sure that you get these things where they need to go, because half of the dope and half of the kites are going to the Tacoma for the Aryan Brotherhood, and we are in charge of all this stuff. And if anything happens to it, that's our ass. So we have to.
Damn, I don't even need no ed with this guy. I should just take that shit off, honestly.
Here's the thing, like between me and Elephant, like we became brothers inside this cell. We became brothers in this cell because you're in there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, trapped in a box.
Yeah, I fucked him up, bro. I can't wait to get a new fucking controller, though.
And he happens to play this whole